Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Celtic career mode. Yes, once again, inconsistency has been quite big with it, but we're back anyway, nonetheless. And today's episode, we venture on with our fantastic opening half to the season. 11 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. One of those losses, I believe, came in the last episode. So, trying to make up for that loss and continue. But, we're 5 points clear, so we don't need to worry. But look at this league table. Look at the top 4. Celtic, Watford, West Ham, Everton. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, all in the bottom half of the table. It has been a very topsy... Spurs not kicking the arse off it either. It's been a very topsy-turvy season for those teams, and our season's gone well. Youth player is developing well here. Johnson, he'll probably come into the team sometime, so get a chance. Or Johnson, maybe, I don't know how you pronounce it, because he's Swedish or something. But things are going well. I'm very happy. Patrick Roberts is back, and today we've got quite a big episode so far. Hold on, that's not right there. There we go. Right, calendar. So today we've got the 2 Merseyside teams. That's the 2 games we're going to play. We're away at Goodison Park and we're away to Anfield, and then we're going to sim the games in between Southampton at home and Watford at home. So 2 home games will be simmed, and the 2 Merseyside teams will be played. Everton, obviously, another team evidently having a fantastic season as they sit 4th in the table right now. So I'm putting trust in the team here to sim these home games against Southampton and Watford. I've not been recording. Just realised that. Right, I have been recording. Confusion over. But simming this game, Dembele on 9 goals as it currently stands. There is the lineup that we are sending out. Robert's not quite fit yet, but he won't. He's nearly back. So let's just, he's basically back. Johnson's got to start though. His first start in a Celtic top, and we win 2-1. Charlie Musonda of all people. There we go. 2 goals for him. Fantastic performance from us, I'd imagine. It may have been alright. 2-1's a decent scoreline, but I'll take it because that extent 7-point lead at the top of the table this season. It has been going terrifically, to say the least. But now we've got Everton away. We're going to field the exact same team basically. So I'll see you when we get to that. It's nearly Christmas time as well, so cue Band-Aid. I'm going to bring Ayer into the team for a start since he's not had one in a while. And Sinclair I'm actually going to start today over Patrick Roberts, just to be trying to ease him back in from injury. But very Dembele's 85 rated now. I'm loving this team, I must admit. I mean, there's still a few low overalls in there, but I love them. I just love them. Let's get into this game though. First game was a trip to Anfield, that's the next game. Goodison Park, same city, Rang Stadium. But we're taking on Everton, who were having quite a good season as previously discussed. Heading into the match, there you go, 4th place. Straight away decided, you know what, let's give Joseph Simunovic a pop for glory. And it wasn't far. Not even going to lie, was not far. And his shot was tipped over by Joe Hart. Lovely through ball from Scott Sinclair. Armstrong latching on the end of it. A fantastic strike, but Hart able to make it to his near post and pull off quite a good save. Everton then went forward to try and get their first chance of the game, and he did. A nice little turn there. Back to the player on the left-hand wing and a curling shot that went wide from Morgan Schneiderlin, and it was time to build from the back here. A bit of, Celtic in real life. Build from the back. Pickford played it. Rob Holden once again showing us how he could possibly just be a winger in disguise. Nice ball out wide for Paddy Roberts, or whoever, I think it's Roberts, and Dembele smashes that. Look at the power he generated in that. Just a shot altogether. Look at that shot that he managed to get away and put in the back of the net. Fantastic stuff from Musa. Grabbing, I think that was his 10th goal of the season at that time. Fantastic strike again though. It was lovely play to set it up, and Dembele really did do well to create the space to get the shot away. As you'll see here again, look at this. Patrick Roberts does really well to cut in. Nice pass for Armstrong. Dembele, he smashes it off the bar and in, and it's a goal for Mr. Dembele. Goal for us. It puts us up 1-0 at Goodison Park. Joe Hart was never ever making it to that one. Into the second half now, a nice wee through ball. Dembele's going to try from a bit further out and curls it into the back of the net, comfortably placed by Moussa Dembele. Fantastic stuff, grabbing his 2nd of the game. 2-0 up with half an hour to go. The game looks to be done, looks to be in our favour. Fantastic space though, and he finds the shot beautifully. A fantastic strike. That 85 rated striker is honestly deadly. Best in the Premier League, hands down. Moussa Dembele grabbing another goal in this game as we got towards the end. Nice bit of passing here for the team. Armstrong brought down to the box. Penalty with just a few minutes after the last goal. Thiago Silva somehow at Everton the one giving away the foul. And you know what needs to happen here at this point, because he's on 2 already. Got to give him his hat-trick. Will he get it? Good support. Moussa Dembele scores the penalty. Hat-trick for him. A good day at the office for Moussa. Grabbing 3 goals. A hat-trick. His first hat-trick since God knows when. And this, I don't really keep track of stats. But Moussa Dembele putting that in the back of the net nonetheless. Fantastically placed penalty. Power generated was well. And it was never going to be saved by Joe Hart, as we try one more. Andy Robertson hits the post. Simunovic somehow gets a connection that gets its way into the back of the net. Simunovic right in front of the Everton fans. Rubbing it in. 4-0. He doesn't get a goal too often, so savouring it, you could say. As Joe Hart, kind of tries to gather how he's conceded 4 goals. But Andy Robertson was unlucky. Simunovic just places it in with his leg. That's all he had to do, and that was the final goal of the game. A fantastic performance from us. A fantastic result, finishing 4-0 at Goodison Park. Right then, we are just flying at the minute. 4-0. A Dembele hat-trick. Even Simunovic getting on the scorecard, and a couple of Everton players, showing their old team why they moved on to better things. Scott Sinclair, 7 months, and I'm safely going to say it. That's probably his Celtic career over, because I have no intention of using him next season, and 7 months means his season is over. We'll see. It's a shame, but he is out as Roberts returns. Quite timely, you could say. 7 players' contracts we need to fix the next month, and Egypt also want me as their manager. Sadly, that's not going to happen. But anyway, Roberts is back, which is good. And we've now got a game to sim. Watford, who once is again having a phenomenal season, sitting in 4th place. 2 games in 3 days. No quite the fairest. So we're going to risk this big time. I'm going to play that. I mean, Boyat is in there. Lustig, Gordon. I'm going to get beat. I'm going to regret this. But you know what? It gives them a game. I'm being nice. Rotation is key. And we'll see how far this gets us. Probably going to end up being beaten, but we're 7 points clear. We actually get a 2-2 draw. Edouard and Musonda getting the goals. We conceded the late equaliser. Giroud on the bench there for Watford. He didn't play. Vestergaard in there as well. Not a bad team at all. That Watford have there. No wonder they're 4th in the table. Having a good season with a good team. But a point shared. Pretty fair. But I mean, two games in 3 days. I mean, that is quite poor from the FA to organise that. But it's the last game of the episode. We're heading to Anfield. You'll never walk alone based tie, you could say. That is the team we'll play, we'll stick to, and Musonda will probably have to come off at some point looking tired, but that's the team. Let's go. This time we are heading to Anfield. This one kept really short, just kept the goals in because was running out of time when editing. So Charlie Musonda using that pace. Moussa Dembele in there, somehow misses, tries to get to the rebound, gets to the rebound. And Moussa Dembele continuing his fantastic form. 4 goals in the 2 games we've played now. Got 3 against Everton. He loves scoring in Liverpool, doesn't he? Must have a very good record for goals when playing a Merseyside team in Liverpool. But fantastic work from Musonda to boast forward the way he did. And Dembele doing well. He beat the defender to the header, using his physicality, strength. And he wins the header, putting us up 1-0 quite early on in the game. Nice pass for Armstrong. Armstrong coming in from an awkward angle. He's going to take a shot anyway, and it rolls in off the post. And the man who's wearing the armband today makes it 2-0. And it's a fantastic finish for Armstrong. One of the goals that he's truly sit down and appreciate after scoring. I felt like that anyway. I felt like it was just a lovely placed finish. And the way it just kind of went off the post and in, it just really nice goal from Stuart Armstrong. And that puts up 2-0. Quite early on in the game, once again, things looking too comfortable for us now in a minute. And obviously, Liverpool struggling, so maybe it does reflect their form. 93rd minute, we weren't done. We wanted more. We were 2-0 up. The game was ours, but the more goals you score, the more exciting you are, the better. Armstrong plays it through. Moussa Dembele, 1 more for him. He's 5th in the 2 games we've played. 2 against Liverpool, 3 against Everton. But he's getting his 2nd here at Anfield, celebrating, showing how much it means. And a fantastic performance yet again, making things look all too easy in the Premier League for us and Celtic. Just unbelievable stuff from Dembele. Fantastic 3-0 win. I'm questioning whether or not we can get another difficulty, because the career seems to be getting easier and easier. Back at it about that massive win against Liverpool, 3-0 away from home. The next episode, we've got some big games, the Manchester clubs. So we've went from Liverpool to Manchester, playing all those 4 clubs, but we are now 8 points clear at the top. The league title is looking as though it will be coming to Glasgow for the first time ever, which is quite big to say the least. But aye, that does it. If you've enjoyed, like, subscribe. See you next time.